Okay, so guys, you should be switched on to the next page with the graphing. So I'm going to go through an example of both with the graphs. So if I'm going to graph them, I'm just going to plot some points. It doesn't really matter which ones you plot. I'm just going to plot nice and easy ones, so I don't have to do a bunch of difficult math. So just plugging them in. And graphing. This should be easy after graphing logs and exponentials, right? Sure, yeah. Alright. Looks something like that. Okay, so now the most important part of this to me is this part. So after you guys graph them, what I want you to do is I want you to take 30 seconds by yourself, not with a partner. I want you to write down all the things you notice. So don't try and overanalyze it, just what do you see from this? So for example, when I look at the table and the graph, I look at something that looks like a line going up. These points look like they're going down at about the same rate. Those are a couple observations. So just some observations, 30 seconds individually. What do you see? Try and get as many down as you can. There's no right or wrong answer. So you graphed it, right? Okay, so then what do you notice about the graph? Okay, what's it do? Yeah. There's no wrong answers for what do you notice. Unless, what I said with the last hour is, the only wrong answer for something you could put down here is if you said, I see a bear. Because
maybe
unless you drew a bear, there shouldn't be a bear.
Maybe I see a bear. Like what? Okay. I bet you I can make this move there.
You probably could. Okay, so can somebody share with me what some of the things you noticed? Georgia? Okay. So I'm just gonna write down some of the things that people are saying. So she said linear, what else?
Arrows.
Arrows? What else? Connected dots. What else? What else do we see?
As x increases, so does y.
So as x goes up, y goes up. That's a good one, Lauren.
The y-intercept at the origin.
Okay, so y-intercept at the origin, or 0, 0. I like that. Anybody get anything else? Sarah?
Well, if you go to like -1, then it makes it -3.
Okay, so positive x value gives you positive y value. So positive x gives positive y, negative x is negative y. That's a good one. I didn't notice that last time. Okay, so is everybody okay with this? So one thing that's a couple things that are really important I want to point out is one, linear. So all direct variations will always be linear. And one of the other really important ones is this one here, is the origin, if I can write. Is a direct variation will always go through the origin. Always, always, always. Okay? Another one that I didn't think about, but I really like, is when you talk about this. So negative x values gives you negative y values, and negative positive is positive. Is that always going to happen with a direct variation?
No.
Why not?
Because k can be negative.
Because k can be negative, right? So if we did something that was y equals negative 3x, it would look something like this, right? It's a horrible graph, I'm sorry. It's kind of okay. So now a positive x value gives you a negative y value, right? So that's not always the case. So that's one thing I like about this. So then, just real quick, 20 seconds, I want you guys to write down some things that you're wondering about this. When you look at these types of problems, after what we talked about, what are you thinking about? What are some things that this makes you wonder? If you don't have anything, that's fine. I just encourage you to try and come up with something. All right, 9 more seconds.
Are we wondering?
Yeah, you're wondering. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. So now, same situation here. Just gonna plot some points. I'm gonna do these ones just because.
X can't be 0.
So that's be something that you wonder or notice.
K can't be 0.
No, the
What?
X
They
can't
said X
be
can't be
0.
0.
You can't divide by 0.
I'm so confused.
You can't divide
You can't
by
divide
zero.
by
Hold on. Should I write this under noticing or wondering?
Notice.
Notice. X can't be 0. Okay. We'll talk about it, alright? It's okay. So if X is 6, just plug it in, right? 12 divided by 6 is 2. 3, 4. You guys said something here, so I'm gonna wait. What happens when I try and plug in 0? Who said that it can't be 0? Alright, bunch of people. Sarah? We can't divide by 0, so if we do 12 by 0, I just did it, didn't I?
It calculated. No, reverse operation.
So I like what she said. She said you can write it, but that doesn't mean you can actually execute the operation, right? So what happens if I try and do this in the calculator?
It'll say divide by 0 error.
Right, it's an error, right? It's because when you divide something by 0, it's undefined, right? Do you guys know why
You
that
can't put
happens?
things into zero amount of groups.
Yeah, that's a great example. So I can't take 12 things and split them into 0 groups, right? That would be like taking something that is and making it not be.